Okay, alright, time to feed the viewers. Alright, put something out in the morning. Alright, I got something for them. I got something for them, for the viewers. Okay, where's this mouse cursor? This thing keep moving all over the place. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Mornings. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Yep. Okay, what do I have for you here? Listen to this. It says here, AMD Ryzen Z2A APU for handheld confirmed as Aerith Plus, powered by ZEN2 and Rdna 2. Says here, AMD indirectly confirmed Aerith Plus is a Ryzen Z2A. The official code matches earlier shipping manifestos. And then it says, known as Van Gogh is the APU behind Valve's Steam Deck handheld, possibly the most popular non-Nintendo handheld. Anyway, it says here this system is equipped with a low-powered APU featuring 4 ZEN2 cores and 8 Rdna 2 compute units. On the CPU front, the Van Gogh is now behind current gaming handheld, which emerged after the release of the Steam Deck. Users can now find up to 12 Zen 5 cores in the HX370 powered system and up to 8 Zen 5 cores in the Ryzen Z2 variants. The Ryzen Z series is what sparked the release of various premium handhelds from the companies like Lenovo, Asus, and now MSI. As we've covered many times, the Z2 series is unlike the Z1 series, even though both are based on the similar architecture Zen 4 Plus and Rdna 3. The Z2 lineup is a mix of various architecture now, encompassing Zen 5, Zen 4, Zen 2 CPUs, and Rdna 2, Rdna 3, Rdna 3.5. Says this weekend AMD announced an update to the Z2 series in the form of a Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme, where AI stands for enabled NPU, and the Ryzen Z2A, where A most likely stands for Aerith Plus. This codename reflects an upgrade to the 3-year-old Aerith APU. AMD hasn't directly confirmed this codename, but the company has shared an official OPN code 100-00001835. This is useful information that can help track down the next exact model. Alright, and then what it says here, it turns out this matches the shipping manifesto from late January that confirms the Aerith Plus 20-watt codename and its clock speed. It's also worth noting that the engineering board is equipped with Samsung LPDDR5X 8533 memory, and upgrade over the Steam Deck OLED 6400 MT and the original 5500 MT. And it says here, memory bandwidth is often the biggest bottleneck for low power APUs with integrated graphics. So even if the CPU and GPU architecture hasn't changed significantly, the faster memory controller alone may represent a key upgrade. So far, Valve is not said to be working on a Steam Deck 2 with Aerith Plus, nor has the company mentioned any hardware refresh at this point. It would make more sense to focus on Zen 5 APUs rather than Zen 2, which launched back in 2019. Still, some companies believe CPU architecture isn't as important. Even the PlayStation 5 Pro is reportedly still based on Zen 2. And then it shows the chart here: Ryzen Z2A, AMD Aerith, 4X Zen 2, 8X Rdna 2, and yeah. And then you have that's in bold, but then you have the Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme, Strix Point, 8X Zen 5 cores, 16 Rdna 3, and X8090M XDNA 2. Well, that's in an article, but Valve did say they're looking for a generational leap, so I don't think this has nothing to do with the Steam Deck 2. They wouldn't go back to Rdna 2 while they already using it. So anyway, what do we got here? We got 15 comments. Uh, Age said this, wow, Zen 2, that's pretty amazing. Zen 1 Plus is more than most people need. And then this said this, this and that said this, with Zen 5 on the market, who wants a Zen 2 these days? And Largo said cheaper. And who was this? Some said this, that this is the answer. And then Age, he's like, it will still get amazing reviews. And then Andre said this, the Steam Deck 2 without at least FSR 4 makes no sense. There was not enough perf/watt improvement over the years. Unfortunately, the fact that the old SDI APU is still being refreshed shows how bad the stagnation is. And then Dark said this, AMD does AMD things, releasing new APU with very old cores in it. No idea who will buy those. I would never buy a new device with AMD APU/GPU below Rdna 4 because of FSR 4, especially at the mid to low end. And then it says, and then Bad said this, it's not like AMD had to do anything extra. All they did was give a name to an existing chip for an handheld market. And then Jeff, he's like, Microsoft and Asus for Xbox handheld in the cheaper variant. And then Sass said this, Zen 2 is plenty fine. It's memory latency that game wants, not core width or even clock speed. The issue with Aerith isn't the core architecture, it's the tiny L3 cache 4 MB, which I guess is innate to Zen 2 mobile origins of the CCX layout. Even then, only 8 CUs, and given how well the Steam Deck generally performs, even after getting a ROG Ally, I still use my deck as it's better on battery. I don't think this is a problem. It's faster than the Z1, no E in GPU, which is what matters. The good thing is that TSMC 6nm should be dirt cheap, and these parts should hit very low point, allowing the market to be flooded with Steam Deck quality but low cost handheld. If you spend less on expensive silicon, you can have a nicer screen and better build quality instead at the low price point. He's got a point. And then who is this? H said this. H95 said this. If it's SMU, call it's identical with Steam Deck. SteamOS should be running with all features working unlike other AMD APUs. Would be nice if that's the case. Maybe the sign that Valve work on the Van Gogh has finished and now moving on a new platform. And then Cardi said this. I mean, we have been saying that already. Same number of Zen 2 cores, same number of Rdna 2 CUs, same memory configuration as on Steam Deck. Year there, just selling Steam Deck OLED APU rebranded under a Zen 2 name XD. Yeah, OC3D got an article on that too, speaking of which. And then who was this? Psycho said this. Indeed, at most it's a new step. At most it is a new stepping that enabled the faster memory controller. If it had been a die shrink as well, it might have been interesting if it was even cheaper, enabling an even cheaper level of device. And who is this? Then Cardi comes back. I mean, it's already happened with a Steam Deck. With the Steam Deck. Notice the LCD models are with the first generation of APUs, and those are running memory at 5500 MT, while the OLED model uses the refresh APU 7nm 6 that runs memory at 6400. Ryzen Z2A is just a APU that AMD made first for Steam Deck OLED. And Sunshine said this. Aerith Plus? ? But Aerith is dead. Why not Sephiroth? Why not Sephiroth Gigamax? ? Anyway, well, those are the comments on the article. So this looked like a rebranding to me, but Valve did say they're looking for a generational leap. I doubt this has anything to do with this. This has not, to me, this has nothing to do with the Steam Deck 2. You know, when it's all said and done, you know, because we already have the LCD and the OLED. So this is just a rebranding. You know, and this article even talked about, you know, some companies believe CPU architecture isn't as important. Even the PS5 Pro is reportedly still using. Still based on ZEN2. Well, that is true, but architecture is, I think is still important though. I mean, in gaming, as long as you can get the best out of it to improve video games. The better when architecture gets better within months and within the weeks and months, the better it's good for gaming. This picture that I'm looking at here though, but it's the same as the Steam Deck. It says you got the AMD Ryzen Z2A, and then you have Valve powered AMD 100-000-000-405, and then they got 2242 SSY, and then the SKU P1485V20241 2020 AMD diffuse in Taiwan, made in Taiwan. I don't think this might sound like it has something to do with the Steam Deck too, but nah. Valve said they're looking for a generational leap, so right now I think the Steam Deck is still in good shape. No matter if it's 3 years old right now, PS5 is still using ZEN2. Still using ZEN2 architecture. So we're gonna have to just wait on the. We're just gonna have to wait on the. Wait and see what Valve and AMD comes up with when it's time. But for now, it's the Aerith Plus. But now Microsoft with their handhelds now is still using the same is using AMD to power the ROG Xbox Ally, so yeah. Anyway, but I'll keep you guys in the loop on what's going on with this though. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Crystal, Star Wars, Star Trek, Borg, Dark Side. Go. Peace.